Hey guys, it's Mrpolicegaming. Recently on Reddit, a gentleman by the name of Tlitten gifted me a beta access for the Showdown effect, and I was able to jump on their website and find out that there is no NDA, so I figured I'd play a couple of rounds, see what it's all about, make a video at the same time, make it seem like I'm not just wasting my time playing video games, I'm actually doing something productive. So I'm just having a look at the characters here. I know there's a police officer available to play as. Obviously that's my goal, to but unlock him immediately.
Because this is a nightmare.
And here we go, I've just jumped into a game here. We're playing the team deathmatch one. Now the first thing I noticed about this is being an Australian and having my Steam set to Australia. I went in, couldn't find any ranked games, then I went in, had a look at custom games, there were no custom games going. That kind of made sense because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. But then what I did is I changed my Steam settings, my location settings to US Dallas, and all of a sudden I was able to find a couple of games in custom. So what that tells me is this game for multiplayer is region locked. Not a huge fan of the region lock. I don't see the point of it. I guess I can understand it in maybe they're trying to limit ping and things like that, but I'm playing here, I've had no discernible lag that I can see, so ping hasn't been a huge issue for me. The only thing I don't understand region locking multiplayer. I was going to say the only thing I can think of, but then I realised there's nothing I can think of why you would region lock the multiplayer, so I'm not happy about that. But, you know, we've got a couple of games and all I had to do was change my Steam settings, so it's not a huge issue. Now, you start with 2 weapons. Yeah, you see me here getting my ass kicked, some guy just beat the hell out of me against the wall. There's nothing I could do. I tried swapping to my sword to hit him, but nah, he just locked me up against the wall and then laughed at me. So you start with 2 weapons. The default is an AR-15 and a sword. I'm a big fan of the AR-15 because I don't have the coordination to use the sword. So what I do for the most part is I use the AR-15, and then when it comes down to the end of the game, I might switch to the sword just for,
What do you want from me? I'm just a regular guy.
action movie star-esque finishing kills if I was to get it. Now with the team-based game, what happens is every time someone dies on your team, the respawn counter takes 5 seconds longer. So the first person to die only has to wait 5 seconds to get back in the game. The 10th person to die has to wait 50 seconds. So it's an elimination game, so what you're doing is you're killing the other team and you have to wipe out their entire team at the same time. So at the start of the game that can be somewhat difficult to do, but by the end of the game, especially if you've had a long game, people are waiting over a minute to respawn, it becomes easier and easier. And then you can see me shooting one of my teammates because I'm that pro. So you can see on the bottom when the manhunt thing pops up, that means there's only one person left on their team, and that's when I'll generally swap to my sword, just for shits and gigs, as they say. When the survive comes up on the bottom of your screen, you guessed it, that means there's only one person in your team left alive, so you should probably hide or something. And I just got cut up by a sword. So this game moves really quickly, and I don't, because I'm getting old. So sometimes I'll see a red name tag coming towards me, and I don't click that they're probably going to kill me. Now there's still things I don't know how to do in this game. I don't know how to dive, don't know how to throw weapons, so every now and then you'll see me run up to something and a big yellow outline will pop up. You just saw me run past the stool there. That can be picked up and it can be used as a weapon. Now you can either strike or you can throw. I don't know how to throw, so I kind of leave those things on the ground where they are.
This is an abomination.
Shot in the back. Another thing about this game I've found is your starting equipment is whatever you can afford it to be. So you unlock points at the end of every round, which you're going to see me do here. Wait for it, wait for it. You've earned 760 AC. Now that's actually quite a lot, because a new character skin only costs 1500. So that should, and they're, apart from clothes, characters are the most expensive. Your weapons are generally ranging from about 250 to 500. So 750 is pretty good. It's a new weapon at the very least, and it's half of a new skin. I thoroughly enjoy this game. It's quick, it's mindless. The guy that gifted it to me, I added him on Steam and he sent me a message that I hope you're enjoying the game, and my response was, it's mindless death. The best kind of death in my opinion. So, I do thoroughly enjoy it.
How did I get here?
See, I've noticed from the few games I play, I quite often, you'll get like a name or a title beside your name, just for laughs. And I've noticed a lot of the time mine is Lord of Bullets, so I think I'm really taking on board and going with the game style of spray and pray. You can see me here running around with a bag of gold, just because it's a bag of gold, why not? Rounds are first to 2, so you're only ever going to have 3 rounds in a game, absolute tops.
I must be sleeping, because this is a nightmare.
And if I'll shut up for a second, and you can hear them talking, and you can hear the character I'm playing right now is called Dutch Clone, and he says a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger-esque things. It is, however, really annoying when you're playing your second game and it's against someone that's starting with a rocket launcher. Not a huge fan of the rocket launcher. It seems to be a one-hit kill, and makes me feel inferior. Gives me an inferiority complex. Now I know what short people feel like. Balls McCligger. He's the guy with the rocket launcher. I don't like him as a person. A, because he has a rocket launcher, and B, because he beat me up with his fists. It was embarrassing. Sword time. Let's get our sword on. Nope. Back to gun. Come on, switch back to gun. There you go. I'm a big fan of the slide and shoot. I think it looks very movie star. And it's easier to do than flips and stuff, because flips require you to hit the button quickly, whereas all slide requires you to do is hold down S, and I'm all for that. The guy has a minigun. Ah, that would have been so cool if I didn't die. So I kind of slid off the floor and then shot behind me, but I died, so it's not as cool as it could have been. I have noticed in this game, while I generally do finish with a decent amount of kills, I do spend a lot more time watching the respawn screen than I do playing. So I'm not nearly as good as I would like to be. That dive move is really cool. In one of the other games I played that unfortunately I wasn't recording because I forgot to open fraps. I know, mad skills. They dived off like the 3rd story, collected an enemy as they were diving off the 3rd story, and then they hit the ground, the enemy died, and they just walked off. And I was like, that is badass. If there was ever a reason to learn how to dive, that's it right there. I just got killed by my teammate there. It's probably my fault though, so I don't say anything. For some reason, X reminds me of a Nazi stormtrooper. I don't know if that's what he's going for. He's throwing away all his guns. He wants to do this with his fists. And now he's running away. He's very good at that. That is one of the part of the games that I am not very good at. I'm not very good at running away. I like to fight it out. Stubborn, I guess.
This is worse than my last vacation.
See, once you respawns are taking a while, it's very easy for the other team to get a numbers advantage on you. Right now it's 4 against 2. It can make things somewhat difficult. That was awesome. If I do so say myself. No, that's how you say it. Yep. Now I first became aware of the Showdown effect. I saw a video of Angry Joe playing it. It looked like a lot of fun. But then I pretty much forgot about it because I have a very short attention span. And yeah, then when I saw on Reddit in I'm not sure what it's called, Steam GIFs or video game GIFs or gaming GIFs or one of the subreddits I'm on, I saw it, beta keys being given away, and I was like, yes, give me one immediately or I will arrest you. Perks of the job, people. See, we're getting over a minute respawn times now. Oops. Probably shouldn't have come down here. Run! Run! Damn. I'm not sure what he's doing, he's just standing there. Doing a jig. He just blew up his friend. That happened very quick, I don't know if you saw it, but he just blew up his friend. And my screen just decided to go to screensaver while I was doing a commentary. Thank you, screen, because nothing's happening on here at all. Oof, he got rocketed. Oh, and look at that. Balls McCligger is complaining, as per usual.
What do you want from
Ooh,
me?
I'm back.
I'm just a regular guy.
That only felt like 10 minutes. I'm back long enough to be alive for the winning kill. God forbid I get the winning kill. Because, it's not like I'm recording here and want to look good for my internet friends or anything. Second on my team. I'm cool with second on my team. 540 AC. That policeman's skin is getting closer and closer. And I already know what I want to deck him out with. None of this sword crap. No, no, no. I want to deck him out with a shotgun and a pistol.
Why are you doing this? I'm just a kindergarten
Just like
teacher.
real cop. Even though I don't carry a shotgun. But I wish I could. So, yeah. Look at me sliding like a badass. Killing bitches and shit. I don't know what happened there. It seemed like I kind of teleported across the screen. Maybe there was a little bit of lag going on. That green stuff? Poison. Oh, I just got a jump kill. And the reason I don't play Halo is because of jump kills. I feel so dirty right now. Oops, that's a rocket launcher. I want to kill him with a sword. just because I hate him that much. If I had to just pulled out my rifle, I probably would have got the kill. Ah, my reign of terror was brought to an end. Looks like our respawn time is at 20 seconds, their respawn time looks like it's at 35 seconds. So obviously you can see, respawning 15 seconds before your opponent, that is a pretty decent advantage. And that advantage comes just from being awesome, just from being the coolest guy around. And of course I want to throw that advantage down the tube by running into bullets. That's my evil plan. I want to flummox them. I want to make them run out of ammunition by running into their bullets. It's a well thought out plan.
What kind of hellhole is this?
Boom, look at that, look at that. If you notice the pistol in her hand, it was in lockback, which means she must have killed him with her last bullet. And it just, I don't know, seeing the gun there in lockback in slow motion, it's just very cool. I find that sort of stuff very enjoyable. Oof. I had no health there. I had no right to escape. You know, earlier when I said that the team thingo is first to 2, that's a really stupid way to say best out of 3. I don't know why I said that. I've offended myself by saying that. As you can see there, I fell down the elevator shaft and did a bunch of damage to myself. Falling down elevator shafts not something you should do in the middle of a gun battle, unless you're Bruce Willis. If you're Bruce Willis, I'm sure that you would survive. Dutch McClone, however, didn't survive. I was very disappointed by that kill, that death, because I thought that was very cool. I'm sliding down the elevator shaft, shooting with one hand, and then all of a sudden I'm dead. I'm like, well, that's not what I was going for.
Why are you doing this? I'm just a kindergarten teacher.
Oh, and I don't know why I haven't touched on this yet. I feel remiss in my duties. Have you noticed what's going on in the background? Of all the maps, there's something going on in the background. This one, a giant robot, is fighting Godzilla. How cool is that?
That's my girl.
Surprise!
Ah, die, Balls McCleaver. I hate you. Oh, I see myself dying here. Poison. See, when I see Balls McCleaver's name, I just see red. Just get very angry.
I must be sleeping because this is a nightmare.
Doing the whole wall jumping thing, not very good at it. I've known that I suck at wall jumping. God damn rocket launcher! I've known that I suck at wall jumping ever since Super Smash Brothers. It's just not one of my strengths. Every time I see survive come up on my screen, I picture in my head Edge doing an Ultimate Warrior impersonation. That's just going, survive! Ultimate Warrior's a lunatic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure if you type in Ultimate Warrior into YouTube, one of the first responses should have something to do with, I don't know, it's a bunch of WWE guys pretty much sitting around talking about how shit the Ultimate Warrior was at talking, and it is glorious. I've been dead for a long time.
I must be sleeping because this is a nightmare.
Did you see that? That was pretty good. X comes running one way, I come sliding in with my AR-15. And I kill my mortal enemy, Balls McCligger. So, really, everything's going my way. See, I've got my sword out because it's on down to manhunt mode. Oh, come on! Chase him! Chase him! Oh, got him. Cut him to pieces.
Why does this keep happening to me? I'm just a regular
See, I've got my little police hat on there. Second. Always second on my team. 540 AC. I've got enough to buy everything I could ever wanted. So let's have a look. There he is. He's a police officer and he's black. So really, I think that's a double win. Because if I could be any type of police officer, it would be a black police officer. And then got to go back into unlockables, get ourselves. Now the weapons I'm buying are the least expensive weapons, which does concern me just a little bit, but I'm a role player. What can I say? Oh god damn, the screen. I gotta change the amount of time it takes for my screen to go to sleep. So we got the shotgun and the pistol, and we're gonna get some cool shades. Come to think of it, I should have got those big aviator-like glasses, but I didn't see them the first time around. No swords, just pistol and shotgun, and get rid of the cop hat. Oh yeah, coolest guy alive. Thanks for watching. Check out Zoom and Games.